Hello everyone. So today we are doing something with the ScriptRunner, and actually I was getting bored and I was looking for a topic that I can cover in this video. So I thought I'll probably play with ScriptRunner, and of course, when you're getting bored, you want to do strange things. So I thought maybe we can use the ScriptRunner to control the music that you want to listen to. So let me first show you what I did, and of course, like always, I will share the script as well, and I will also show you how it is configured. So let us say you are a Jira administrator and you're getting bored and you want to have some fun. So you can basically add these buttons. So these buttons are nothing but workflow transition buttons. You can also add, by the way, a script. I mean, you can create a button using a script fragment as well, but for the time being, the most simplest way to create some kind of a button that you want to display on the issue is using this transition. Now, let us say you want to listen to music. You can actually play the music by clicking on this button that says play or pause. And hopefully you can see, or no, hopefully you can hear the song playing in the background. And if you don't like the song, you can of course change it, or you can go back to the previous song. You're back to the previous song because maybe you want to hear it again. I do that quite a lot. So click on the next button. So now we have a new song, and by the way, I'm playing this song, or these songs are all copyright free. So hopefully I'll not really get any copyright strike from YouTube. So let me show you how to do it, and let me maybe play a couple of more songs. So yeah, it works quite well. And let me pause or maybe I'll just decrease the volume. So these are of course very simple controls. I mean, previous, play, pause, and next. And by the way, so before I show you the Groovy script, I will show you the tool or the application that I use for listening to music. So in case you follow, or in case you're following my other YouTube channel, which is called as Blackberry Boy, I talk quite a lot about Linux, open source, and I share things that are not Atlassian related. So I use a tool called MPD. So MPD is a music player daemon, and you can actually use it to control your music. You can actually play music using it, but it is like a server that you can play on maybe your local network. Let us say you have a machine which is, let us say you have let us say a very old computer. You can actually install Linux, and then using MPD you can play music on that particular machine. And the good thing about MPD is that it is, as I mentioned before, it is a server, so you can also control it using other machines, or also mobile apps. So there are mobile apps that can actually connect to your MPD server, and that MPD server will have of course its own IP address. If you're of course using the same machine, like right now I have the same machine where I have MPD installed, I can connect to it using various clients. So one of the client is this NCMP CPP, which is really good, and using this client you can actually control the music. So you can actually go to any song that you want to listen to, and it's a terminal based application. And the good thing is that there are plenty of other clients, like apart from using NCMP CPP, you can also use something like MPC. So MPC is very simple and easy to use utility that you need to install. It is a client for MPD. So let me use it to control the music. So I'll probably do the same thing. I will first show you the current playing song. So if you notice, it will tell you that the current playing song is this one. If you want to change the song, or let us say you want to stop the song, so you can do something like MPC toggle. and now the song is not playing. And maybe I'll just open one more NCMP CPP window. I'll go to the visualizer, and I'll make sure that when I toggle it again, the song is playing, right? And if I do next, MPC next, it will go to the next song. And I can of course do MPC previous. So the commands that we just looked at are basically MPC toggle, MPC next, and MPC previous. So these are the three commands that I am using. And if I want, I can of course, because we are talking about ScriptRunner, and right now I have this local Jira instance which is running on my computer, I can also use a Groovy script to control the music. So let me just do it one more time. Let's say if you want to pause the music, click on the pause, and the music is now paused. You can play it again, or you can go to the next song. Next song, yep, it works. So let me show you the script. So the script itself is actually very simple. What you need to do, I'll probably open the workflow, and I'll get rid of the terminal window so you have more space to look at. So let us take a look at the workflow, because this is nothing but a workflow post function. Now, there is actually no, there is a script, but it is just one line. You can actually make it a bit more complicated if you need to. So right now I have the three. So by the way, a couple of things. So I have three transitions, and these transitions are basically, I have three statuses: previous, play, pause, and next. And these all have global transitions. So basically, you can reach to these. You can make this transition from any transition basically, and that is why you have the all. Also, when you're looking at the transitions, and if you go to the issue, I want the order to be previous, then play, pause, and then next. So basically, using one transition property, you can actually change the order. And if you are a Jira administrator, hopefully you know about it. So this is something that you can do. So using ops bar hyphen sequence, you can change the order of these buttons, these transition buttons that will appear on the issue. Now the actual script is actually very simple. So let us click on this transition. If you go to the post function, you can then go to the custom. If you want to add a new post function using a scripted post function, you can go to add a post function, and you will find something like custom script post function, which we don't really want to do right now because we already have a post function. And I'll show you the post function. So if you click on the edit and take a look at the script is actually very simple. Using Groovy, you can actually do something like this. You can type the command, and then you can do something like .execute. It is the most simplest way to call system. Let us say you have Jira running on the server. On the server, if that user, which is running the Jira application, if that user has access to or permissions, then you can actually run these system commands. By the way, don't really do it on production. The objective of this video is to have some fun. So I would not recommend calling system applications using ScriptRunner, because I believe they should be like another layer, and that is why we have REST API. So if you're calling like a system application directly or system commands directly, I don't think it is safe. But of course, now in this video, the objective, as I mentioned before, is to just have fun. So all you need to do, those three commands: MPC toggle, MPC previous, or MPC next. You can simply type in the command here, and you can see the output. You can also test it in the console if you want. So if you go to console, you can do the same thing. You don't need to basically let us say you want to know the current name of the current song. This script is basically doing few other things. If you don't really want to display the standard output of the command, you can leave it as it is. It will still work. But if you want to, let us say, do something like retrieve the if the command is returning you something, you can use something like this. Like because when you run a command, you will get a process ID, and for that process ID you have to use this method called consume process output. and you can declare your variable for standard output, which is nothing but a string builder. And of course, it is not really doing any error handling, but if there is an error, you can check for the error. But if you run this, it will simply give you the name of the song that is right now playing. And of course, we are talking about the song, but it could be any command. So if you do something like pwd, it will tell you the the path, or you can do something like who am I, basically any command. My name is, the username is Ravi, but of course right now we are doing mpc toggle, and if you run this, it will play the song for you. It will not stop the song. So this is something that I thought I'll probably talk about today, because first of all, it is fun to do these things, especially if you're like me, if you want to enjoy doing these things with ScriptRunner or any other tools. The idea here is to combine various things together and do something useful with your different skills, because when you're doing these things in real life, you will be required to you will, I'm sure, if you're doing if you're an administrator, or maybe you are responsible for I don't know, integrating two systems. When you know these things, when you know the possibilities, when you know what not to do, I think that is what will make you really good in whatever you're doing with your job or the work that you are responsible to deliver. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.